it's very well possible that they're going to have another crowd here, Mike, of maybe somewhere between 30 and 35,000 people. The crowds have been terrific here, and I think really especially over the weekend, they've helped the Giants. They've helped the Giants, period.
Well, they've always been a huge home field advantage. The energy you get from the fans that fill this ballpark, they do not allow you to get tired. And when you're going into a little bit of a rough spell, I mean, you rely on people to give you a boost of energy. And right now, the Giants haven't scored a run in this series so far against the Reds. They need to get this crowd in the game early. That'll be very key as to the success of this ball game. But when you score early here and they get into it, there's nothing like it.
Another thing real quick is the weather's going to be different today than the last two games.
Yeah, this is definitely a game that will definitely favor hitters. And we had a weekend that favored the hitters, and we had 2 nights that favored the pitchers. Well, today it's all about hitting, and the ball will jump out of here. It's going to be warm, and there's very little wind.
All right, should be fun here at Oracle Park today. Stay tuned. We'll take you back to the NBC Sports Bay Area studios for more, and we'll do that right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG, and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination. And by Heffernan, because you're different.
Welcome back to Giants Pregame Live. Sergio Romo, Carlos Ramirez. Seldom do we get to marry, to attach the name Denzel Washington to Giants baseball. However, the great Sergio has found a way to do that, Michon.
Oh, man.
What's the key to the game today?
Denzel's got a quote saying, "I'm from around the way, and I'm definitely leaving here with something." So go out there and, you know, again, just establish yourself, establish the willpower. You got energy still. It's early in the year. You got a day off tomorrow, leading into a long road trip, playing against a tough team in a tough stadium. So I just feel go out and play your games and leave with something.
The Reds are not a fastball hitting team. They're not an anything hitting team for that this season so far. It's going to be Verlander's four-seamer to me against the Reds. 213 batting average, the Reds against a four-seamer. I want to see that Verlander four-seamer showcased today. For Sergio Romo, I'm Carlos Ramirez. We'll see you back here for Giants Postgame Live. In the meantime, enjoy Wednesday baseball.
The authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
All right, back here at Oracle Park on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon as we get ready for the Reds and the Giants. Mike, what do you got?
All right, time now for the play of the day presented by your California Ford dealers. 14 years ago today, the Giants received their 2010 World Series ring. But the biggest moment of the game came from a player not on the championship team. Let's listen to Dwayne Kuiper with the call.
Here it comes. Swinging a drive. Hits a deep left center field. This is drop! And the Giants are going to win the game! Belt steps on home plate. Unbelievable!
Miguel Tejada got credit for a two-run double despite Colby Rasmus dropping the ball. The Giants would go on and beat the Cardinals 3-2.
What a player I used to be. Miguel Tejada. All right, another exciting moment in the history of this ballpark. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll have the lineups and the first pitch right after this.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota. Class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. And by Cache Creek Casino Resort. North.
We've got a gorgeous day for baseball on a Wednesday afternoon here at Oracle Park as the Giants look to get back in the win column for the final game of this series with the Reds right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. A different weather than the last two nights. It's 66 degrees, probably going to get up to 70. And the wind's not very much right now.
Let's check out the wind. Just 7 miles per hour, which here, a 7-mile-an-hour wind, you don't even feel. But what it does is it affects the ballpark in a dramatic way. The wind does not protect this ballpark from home runs. And when there's no wind, you see carry to all points of this field, and you will see some home runs today.
All right, let's take a look at the Reds lineup. Reds have won the first 2 games in this series. It'll be Friedl, Espinal, and then De La Cruz. Gavin Lux, the cleanup hitter. Then it's Encarnacion Strand hitting 5th. Just called up, Will Benson. He's hitting 6th in left field. Spencer Steer has been a problem in this series. He's hitting 7th. Fraley and the former Giant Austin Wynns will hit 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the veteran right-hander Justin Verlander. Verlander in his 20th year at the big league level, 6'5", 240-pounder. He's 42 years of age. 2 starts this year, still looking for his first win as a Giant. The lifetime against the Reds 1-2 with a 4.25 ERA. And that's an interesting note because Justin Verlander has 262 lifetime wins and only one against Cincinnati. He'll try to add to that today. Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud on Verlander. And you'll see a lot of fastballs. He's got a fastball that will average anywhere from 94 to 96 miles per hour. He'll throw a slider, curveball, changeup. He can lower his arm angle and sweep the slider. And he'll throw anything at any time. An exceptional command to the corner. Take a look at the Giants defensively. It's brought to you by your walk-up personal injury law firm. Take a look at the outfield from left to right. It'll be Ramos, Lee, and Yastrzemski. Good assist arms across the board. Adames and Chapman on the left side of the infield. Fitzgerald and Wade on the right side. Patrick Bailey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the sides.
Giants have been on the short end of two very low-scoring games. They lost by a score of 2-0 on Monday and then 1-0 last night. Adames, who has to touch base with everyone in that dugout. Chapman right behind him. Is Verlander about ready to throw to TJ Friedl. And the first pitch of the ball game is a called strike. So we get started at 12:46. Friedl hitting .250. Plate umpire is Brendan Miller. Then it's Jeremy Rahak, John Tumpain, and Edward Jimenez.
Brendan Miller is an umpire that will give you some corners. He'll also give you some gifts at the belt. You don't get a lot of extra help down around the knees, but I think he looks for strikes.
A quick 0-2. And a pop-up out of play. Friedl 0 for 4 in the game last night. And in his career, he has faced Verlander 8 times, and he's 0 for 8. Tap foul. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. And it's brought to you by your Northern California Honda dealers. And another 0-2. And a pop-up. Bailey and Wade. Wade over by the dugout. And Wade will reach in and make the catch. And that's how this game gets started. Remember, you're not going to get a lot of help from that group.
Well, if you're out there in front of your opponent's dugout, the kind of help they'll say is, look out for the wheelbarrow. And they're never going to tell you that you have plenty of room. That's just how they roll.
Santiago Espino. And a strike. Did not play last night, and the reason he's in there is he's 3 for 7 lifetime against Verlander with a home run. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
It'll cut her at 90. Just doesn't have to be big movement, just a little bit to get it off the bat head.
Got him.
And drop it down below the strike zone and hope he chases, and Espinal could not lay off. And you get an 0-2 count. This is how you take advantage of it.
It's a good pitch.
He's always had good downward bite on the slider and the cutter. He's always had a high release.
Here's De La Cruz, and he rolls this one to second. And it'll be a quick inning for Justin Verlander. Giants are coming up. Wade to lead it off. Take a peek at their lineup. LaMonte Wade Jr. is going to lead it off. Then it's Willy Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Matt Chapman. Elliot Ramos gets the nod in the 5th slot. Mike Yastrzemski, Wilmer Flores, 6th and 7th. 8th and 9th will be Patrick Bailey and Tyler Fitzgerald.
On the hill today for the Cincinnati Reds will be the right-hander Nick Martinez. Martinez, 6'1", 200-pounder. He's 34 years of age in his 7th year at the big league level. This is what he has done in 2 starts this year. 0-2 with a 5.91 ERA. But the whip is very good, 1.12. You don't expect a guy to have an ERA in the 5s, high 5s, with a 1.1 whip.
Wade takes a healthy swing at the first pitch, and he fouls it off of the glove of Austin Wynn, the former Giant. LaMonte Wade got in as a pinch hitter last night and bounced out to short. Drives this one to center field. Drifting back is Friedl, and on the track he makes the catch. It has been a definite case these 3 games of warning track power.
Let's take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud from Nick Martinez. And he'll give you 6 different types of movement. He'll cut the ball, sink the ball, he can change up, 4-seamer, slider, curveball, and he'll throw anything at any time.
Here's Adames. 0 for 4 last night with 3 strikeouts. Hitting right at 200. And he pours in a strike. One and 2. High down the left field line. It's going to be out of play.
Well, that sounded good. 40 busloads of children today in attendance.
Foul.
All part of a reward from STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and math. And they got here early, and they have been loud since they opened the gates, having fun.
Well, you definitely get a different buzz around the park. got a little higher pitch tone to it. On the ground the other way. Lux throws to Martinez covering, and it turns out to be a nice play.
Let's take a look at the Reds defensively. Their defense is brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Benson, Friedel, and Fraley. De La Cruz and Espinal will patrol the left side of the infield. Lux and Encarnacion Strand will patrol the right side. And we will see Austin Wins in the squad, putting down the signs.
First pitch strike to Jung-Ho Lee. 0 for 4 in the game last night. Looking for that fastball. He hasn't got it yet. Well, he didn't get it there either, and it stays at 0-2. There's the fastball, fouled out of play.
We first saw Nick Martinez with the Padres. I mean, he had spent time in Texas for 4 years, but we saw a lot of him with the Padres. And he's such a valuable guy. I mean, he can come out of the pen, he can start for you. I mean, he wants to be a starter, but he's a very good guy out of the pen, too.
And pitched very well for the Giants manager.
Bob Melvin loved him. Managers love guys that love to take the baseball, and Martinez is one of those guys.
Got him. So Martinez with a 1-2-3 first. Second inning coming up.
With 19 Northern California locations to serve your tool and equipment needs.
Here's Gavin Lux in a 0-0 ball game. Lux with a swing. You're going to miss. Lux had a couple of hits last night. And with those 2 hits, he's upped his average to 225. Fastball high and wide. Reds are 5-7. Of course, they've won the first 2 games in the series, so they've won 2 in a row. They will go home after the game. And they're 3-3 on this road trip. And this will be the final time that the Giants and Reds will play during the regular season. And a swing and a foul. Held on by Bailey. Got him.
Well, stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout, other restrictions apply. Learn more at MLB.tv.
Here's Encarnacion Strand. 1 for 4 last night. And he takes a strike. Got a couple of home runs, 3 driven in. He's from this area. He was born in Walnut Creek. Went to College Park High School in Pleasant Hill. And he steps out after falling behind 0-2. Pitched him. Got him.
He's really putting on a clinic as to how to go after a guy when you're ahead 0-2 or 1-2. Start something off that really gives the illusion it's going to be in the strike zone, and about the time you commit to it, whoop, gone. Disappears.
So first look at Will Benson, just recently called up. His numbers in the big leagues last year. He hit for power, but he didn't hit much for average. There you go. Knock it down and then pick it up later.
Yeah.
And then give it to a kid. That way. I think he did everything right.
I agree.
Oh, hit at the same guy. And the same guy touched it, believe it or not.
Get a glove. Save your hand.
He almost had back-to-back.
Benson, a tall hitter, 6'4", 230. Big strength, but really starts his swing from a very low hand position.
Got him. Verlander strikes out the side. Chapman, Ramos, Yastrzemski coming up.
you by Planet Orange. Effective, eco-friendly pest control.
Chapman hits a high pop-up down the right field line. This is going to head into the seats. Chapman fouls this one back. Chapman's got a lifetime home run against Martinez. So does Ramos, who's on deck. Stays alive off the end of the bat.
Slight play to pull. We're on the right side of the infield, on the left side. Bunch in the outfield.
Line foul right over the head of Matt Williams.
It's amazing how teams take away the gaps now and really don't pay that much attention to the lines. That's a typical defense that we see daily.
Got him. So Chapman takes the high strike.
Outside target, this thing kind of hangs up there out over the middle of the plate, and he gets away with it. Any pitch that gets a strike in and out is a great pitch, even if it's a hanger.
Pitch is outside to Ramos. Ramos last night, he went oh for 3 as this is fouled out of play, but he had one at bat with a runner in scoring position that he hit a ball to right field over the head of Jake Fraley, and Fraley made an unbelievable catch on the track. Definitely would have tied up the game as this is hit out to Friedel. Take the Giants on the go this season and stream the games on the NBC Sports app, brought to you by Toyota. Has never had a hit against Nick Martinez. Matter of fact, he's 0 for 11 with 7 strikeouts.
That's ownage.
So as my partner likes to say, he's due.
He's overdue. He's doodly due.
Two, 1, 3 and 1. Staying away, it's 3 and 2. And he bounces this one off his foot on a high fastball.
And that high fastball really to the scout report. Yastrzemski has always had a bit of an uppercut, and a lot of teams have tried to attack him above the belt with that fastball. He has flattened out his swing this year compared to the previous seasons, and he's been better at that high fastball and defending against it.
Got him. 6 up, 6 down for Nick Martinez. Nothing.
Cast is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. There's magic in the Redwoods. Travel over trestles, through towering redwood groves to the summit of Bear Mountain.
No score here at Oracle Park as Spencer Steer stands in. He had a good game last night. He was 2 for 4. The one out he made was a ball he hit to the wall that was caught by Ramos, but prior to that he had 2 doubles and he scored the only run of the game. Fouls this one back. You can see he's taking good swings.
Well, that ball he hit to the track that got caught by Ramos in left center. If he hits that same ball today, it'll be at least 10 rows of the bleachers. That's how much harder it was to hit a ball at the ballpark last night than it is today.
Pop up. Fitzgerald out and making the call. And the catch.
Well, a reminder that Dwayne and I will be taking part in this year's San Francisco Sketch Fest, part of the San Francisco Comedy Festival. It's an evening that Kipe and I will be at the Sidney Goldstein Theater. You can join us May 15th of 2025. We'll be live in person for an evening of conversation, stories, and question and answer, and we guarantee you will laugh. Go to tickets, sfsketchfest.com.
Hey, we might even break out the gold jackets.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
Here's Fraley. Fraley's contribution in the game yesterday was the catch we talked about earlier on a ball hit by Elliot Ramos that saved a run and maybe even a rally. Not by much. It's 3-0. There's a strike. So the first base run in this game is a walk to Fraley. So here's Wins. Austin Wins. Hitting at 222. He's got a home run this year. He hit that against the Giants in Cincinnati.
No cheapie either.
Yeah, he did get both cheeks into it. There's a strike. Top of the order, and TJ Friedl on deck. Pitch is outside to Austin Wins, who's facing Justin Verlander, not just for the first time in this game, but for the first time in his life. Towards the hole, off the glove of Chapman, and a base hit. So the first hit of the game belongs to Austin Wins. And here's Friedl.
Gets a slider and goes out and hooks it right to the left side. Gets it past Chapman, which is not an easy thing to do. Just off the tip of the glove. Maybe got a little rock or something.
And scraped his hand on the dirt.
It's a stinger. Dave Greshner out there. All right, they're going to tighten him up right here.
Well, I think they're pretty hard to replace the skin, but at least we'll clean it up if we can.
Let's take a look at how he dives and then lands right there, just on the wrist.
There you go.
And that chewed him up pretty good. That's not the first Band-Aid they ever put on Chapman. I got to believe as a kid he had rips and tears and blood and Band-Aids, and he's playing his game. So the Giants just breathed a sigh of relief. This goes back to opening day. This is when he first lit the thing up.
Here's Friedl, and the pitch is high. So Verlander out of the stretch now for the second time. Driven to right. Yaz back at the wall. He's going to play it off the bricks. One run is going to score, and it'll be a double.
Friedl showing a quick bat to the inside fastball. And again, the way the ballpark's playing right now, you got to be happy that ball didn't get knocked out of the ballpark.
Here's Espino. Giants will pull the infield in. And a foul on a fastball away, and it's 0-2. So Verlander rubbing up a new baseball. A lead or a one-out walk to Fraley is what started this thing. Up and in, 1-2.
Gave a good sniff. He could go slider off the plate away. He knows he's getting a little room in the strike zone on that side of the plate, the first base side. Or he can go above the hands again with a fastball. Like that. Perfect pitch. He's pitching for the strikeout. So 2 good pitches, 1-2 count, 2-2 count, and 2 good takes from Espinal.
And the 3-2. Tapped slowly to third. Chapman's going to charge and throw, and it's not in time. So everybody stays in place. And it's an infield hit.
Well, if Chapman can't get it done, it isn't going to get done. And Espino's got good speed, despite being in a situation after the swing where he had to get unwound to get going. Once he got going, I mean, it really wasn't going to give Chapman much of a chance. Well, this is exactly who the Reds want up there in the bases loaded situation. Their big fella. And he does well with the bases loaded. Lifetime hitting 400.
Giants will play back on the infield. And a bouncing ball, and it's off the glove of Wade and it's down the right field line. 1 run's going to score. They're going to hold up the back runner as the throw goes all the way home. And a tough break for Verlander.
Just off the tip of the glove. And once it gets down the line, it was time to start running.
So here's Lux, infield back in again. And it's wide, 1-0.
It was the 3rd inning that really gave Verlander trouble in his last start against the Mariners, home opening day.
Lux chases, and it's out of play. Nice play, lefty.
Yep, that's how you make friends. Where Wilson and make a play. Most popular guy in the section.
1-2.
Good hard slider.
Two and two.
Tried to go back in there again.
Definitely pitching for the strikeout. Down the left field line, that's going to be out of play. Two balls, two strikes. A ground ball up the middle, under the glove of Fitzgerald. And that's going to score a pair. So it's 5-0.
That's the problem with the drawn-in infield. I mean, it really limits your range. And a ground ball to the right of Fitzgerald. Not a lot he could do about it. Just couldn't get there in time. So J.P. Martinez taking a slow walk, which hopefully will allow Lou Trevino a chance to get ready in the Giants bullpen.
Now a message from the Sacramento International Airport.
Thank you for pushing us to get better, to do things differently, and for making Northern California the incredible region it's become. It's been a trip. Now, who's ready for the next leg?
So J.P. Martinez says what he needs to say. And a little anger behind that fastball, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Swinging a pop-up. Chapman puts it away. And that'll bring up Benson. Here's Trevino. Well, look, if you needed some inspiration to get the offense going, you just got it. Swing, gonna miss.
Now the Giants have not been able to score in 20 innings against the Reds so far in the series. So being down by 5 absolutely would be motivation. They need to find a way to crank it up. Start lighting candles.
What did Mike Murphy do one day at Candlestick?
Burn bats.
Put an alarm clock by the bat
He put
rack.
an alarm clock by the bat rack. He put band-aids on the bats. I mean,
I don't remember if any of that worked, but at least there was an effort.
well, at least it made us laugh. Mike Murphy, part witch doctor, all part of being a clubby.
And that's foul. That's Colin Cowgill at first base, the coach.
Pitch number 33 in the inning. And really, this has gone identical to how his start went on the home opener. High pitch count, and he could not get out of the third. One more runner gets on base, and he will be out of this game.
Got him. That'll end the inning. Giants now have some work to do. It's 5-0 Reds.
Go to sfgiants.com/suites.
So Wilmer Flores is going to lead things off. Nick Martinez 6 up, 6 down with 3 strikeouts. And Wilmer takes outside for a ball. Bailey and then Tyler Fitzgerald. There's a strike. So this, I don't think anybody in the league can work faster than Nick Martinez.
Get it, go.
Although he will rock you to sleep.
He's got an unusual style as to how he gathers rhythm before he lifts that leg up and starts his drive home. He'll rock back on his front foot, back on his front foot, back on his front foot. Take one step back. Here we go.
Out of play.
And it's not always the same number of step backs. And when we watched him warm up in the bullpen before the game today, he did the same thing in the pen. I mean, that's his deal.
Wilmer's going to say he foul tipped it. Here comes Bob Melvin.
You can't review a foul tip. I mean, you could ask the other umpires, which never helps. I mean, the guy who has the best chance of making the call is the guy who is that close and he could hear the foul ball. Well, if Wilmer Flores makes that much of an issue out of it, he caught a piece.
Wilmer doesn't say anything to any umpires. Here's Bailey. Giants have not had a base runner in this game.
Yeah, they need to get Martinez in his stretch just to break the rhythm up, because he's got a great rhythm going right now out of the windup. And everything that he's throwing, he's not only throwing for strikes, he's throwing for quality strikes. I like that. I mean, that's when, you know, any way you can get on base. I mean, get hit by a pitch, put down a bunt, anything you can do.
5 strikeouts. Xfinity delivers Wi-Fi built for streaming live sports with ultra low lag. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. And Fitzgerald with a base hit down the left field line. He's going to be on the move. And now the ball gets past Benson. But Fitzgerald wisely decides, no, with 2 outs, that would not be a good move.
Yeah, down 5 runs, you got to be a little more conservative. Here, just catches enough for this ball to hook it down the line. And with his speed, it was going to be an easy 2-bagger. But for a brief second, when Benson overruns the ball with Fitzgerald's speed, you think, well, he may try and take third. You never want to make the third out at third base. It's a big at bat for the Giants. If they could just put a little ding in the scoreboard, get off the 0. Remember, they haven't scored a run yet in this series. This is game 3.
And that's foul.
put a ding in the scoreboard, let them know you're out there. And any answer at all, considering the Reds put a 5 spot on the board at the top of the third, any score at all gets the Giants back into it mentally on the bench.
Here's the 2-1. On the ground and the backhand, and that'll end the inning. Well, we're going to switch things up, see if we can get something going. John Miller will be in. I'll see you back here in the 7th.
Baseball and softball day. Giants taking on the Texas Rangers. The first 7,500 kids age 14 and younger will receive a Patrick Bailey headband presented by Bank of America. Go to sfgiants.com/promotions. It's 5-0 Cincinnati. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Here to tell you all about it, my friend and my pal, John Miller.
And Justin Verlander goes to work. A slider, a foul tip by Spencer Steer. In all of the games of this series, the Reds scoring universally has started in the bottom third of the batting order. Last night it was Spear who was the big guy, hitting 7th with a couple of doubles. He's ended up scoring the only run of the game. And he did not get the hit in the 3rd inning leading it off. In this one, it was the next guy, Fraley, who got a walk that started everything. Left field going back. Ramos in front of the wall. One away.
Not a problem.
So one down, and Jake Fraley will come up. Fraley got that walk, and that began a stretch where 6 Reds hitters in a row reached base and scored 5 times. 0-1. They got it going, and actually Austin Wynns, who's on deck, got the first of 5 consecutive hits. Waiting for it, the high hop, Chapman. That's a fast runner, and he got him. 2 down. And now Wynns will come up. So Verlander, he ended up throwing 34 pitches all told in that 3rd inning. And well, he had to walk. Wynns got a hard hit base hit off the glove of a diving Chapman, who made a valiant effort for it. Friedel hit one into one of the archways out there in right field for a double. Espinal got an infield hit, and De La Cruz got a big chop that ended up being a double for a couple of runs. Lux hit a ground ball that I thought would stay on the infield, but it somehow found a way through. So
And that's exactly how Verlander's going to rate his performance. He was getting his ground balls. I mean, that's the problem with ground balls is there's going to be days where they find holes. Probably more upset about the walk than he was about any of the hits.
that's all. Nice comeback inning there for Verlander. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings.
Half the 4th inning, it is 5-0 Reds, and here to tell you all about it, our Hall of Famer and my friend John Miller.
And for the Giants, they've got their work cut out for them after the 5-run rally in the 3rd by the Reds. Definitely, the Giants lineup is due to erupt here at some point.
They are overdue. They are doodly due. They are Harperooski due.
They have been shut down for 21 consecutive innings by Reds pitching since they got to town, and they will not face the Reds again this season after today. Good.
Yeah.
Adames, and he chased the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Adames grounded out to second his first time.
The bad news, you're down by 5. The good news, you got 18 outs left.
Trying to get it going here. That one, change up, it floated through there. The difference between his fastball speed and his changeup speed is there's a wide difference between the two. That one's 79 miles an hour.
Well, and his ability to control the corners with both the changeup and the fastball has been remarkable in today's game. He's also a guy that will change grips on the fastball and the changeup. He'll use 2 enforcing grips on both pitches.
3-1. And he's too low.
And he didn't think so. He didn't miss by much, but hey, Giants get a runner on to start an inning, and that is something they haven't been able to do very much of in this whole series.
It's the first walk allowed by Martinez. It's only the 3rd walk in the whole series allowed by Reds. I mean, they have just totally throttled the Giants lineup. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee, who struck out his first time. Adames back to the bag. Jung-Hoo Lee trying to get the Giants going here. Pops it up. And that was that changeup again. Had him out front. 0-1.
I mean, his motion with the changeup is so identical to the motion of the fastball. And that's the deception that sets up a good changeup. You've got to sell up the whole changeup concept, but you do it with arm action similar to the fastball. Martinez is very good at it.
Now he follows that up with a fastball, and he got a little bit of a wide call there, which been tight corners most of the day, but pretty consistent from Brennan Miller, I thought.
I think he's got a good strike zone.
0-2. along the right field line. That's going to get down, base hit into the corner. Matt Williams waving Adames home. The throw in is cut off. It's a triple for Jung-Hoo Lee, and the Giants' first run of the week.
And Jung-Hoo Lee frees the hostages. And let's watch him do it. And that is not a hanger. That's a perfect changeup off the plate away. He just goes down there and hooks it. Not a lot of lower body in it, but with the defense playing towards right center field gap, the whole right field line was exposed. And with the speed of Chapman, an easy score and an easy take a third. Adames, I beg your pardon, scored the run.
Ball one. Matt Chapman. He has not had a hit in this series. Even a ground ball could get a run home here. The infield back normal depth. Popped up. And out is De La Cruz, tagging at third is Lee. De La Cruz makes the catch. He starts bluffing. Gets the throw from De La Cruz to the cutoff man, Strand. So Chapman not able to get him home. One away. Giants have also not had a hit with a runner in scoring position in this series. Not that they've had that many in scoring position. Little tapper. The throw goes to the plate. And he got him. The throw back to first. Ramos is safe.
I did not expect that out of Martinez. But he was thinking of nothing else but the play at the plate. I thought he was just going to take one out, a safe one at first base. This is a remarkable play by Martinez and by Austin Wynns, the catcher. No hesitation from Jung-Hoo Lee. He's going fast. And I think he was surprised that Martinez 360s and then throws it. And you've got to have strong hands to put on a one-handed tag like Wynns, and he's got it. We know that. Wynns was a giant, and he's got a strong set of paws.
So not only extremely well done, but unexpectedly even attempted in the first place. So many things could have gone wrong on that play. That's why ordinarily that ball's off the first base side of the mound. And if it had been right back to Martinez, I think Lee wouldn't even have tried it.
I mean, that was a great play, but I don't know many guys that would even attempt that.
And it was risky. You've got to get that out if you're going to try that. And there is De La Cruz to take one away from Yastrzemski. So the Giants only get the one, trailing 5-1.
And more. Everything a Giants fan needs. The NBC Sports Bay Area app. Download now.
Justin Verlander here in the 5th. Top of the order for the Reds, who lead 5-1. TJ Friedl, who knocked in the first run of the game with a double into the 4th archway out there in the right field wall. He is 1 for 2. There's Jung-Hoo Lee over toward left center. 1 away. Well, the Reds, they have 5 runs on 5 hits. They got all of their hits. Talking about bunching them up together. They 5 straight hits. 5 batters all had hits in that stretch in the 3rd inning. Now here is Espinal, who has struck out and had an infield hit. Back to Verlander. 2 down. There was a game today in Pittsburgh. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 2-1, but it took 13 innings to do it. Pirates did not get their 2nd hit of that game until extra innings. And there were no runs scored until the 12th inning of the game. Both teams failing to get their automatic runner home in the 10th and 11th innings. And the Cardinals finally got their guy home in the 12th, but then the Pirates did too. And finally the Pirates got one in the 13th to win it 2-1. Been a lot of really icy weather in the Midwest and East. Matt Chapman, and nope, off the netting along the side.
Careful, careful.
2 strikes to De La Cruz. Now De La Cruz just pounded one on the ground. I think Verlander was hoping for a ground ball, but De La Cruz hit it hard, and it took a gigantic hop and ticked off the glove of the leaping Lamont Wade Jr. at first, and ended up being a 2-run double. Ticked off the tip of his glove and went down the right field line. And that is all. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 8 in a row retired by Verlander. 5-1 Reds. Resort. The Giants with a long and treacherous road trip, starting with 3 games at Yankee Stadium this weekend, then 4 in Philadelphia next week, followed by another 3 in Anaheim. 10 games in all in 3 different cities. Remember to catch pregame live a half hour before each of those games here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Ball 1 to Wilmer, and a foul out of play facing Nick Martinez. Giants finally got a run. Martinez walked Adames, and then Jung-Hoo Lee tripled him home. But then Nick Martinez made the defensive play of the game on a little ground ball off the first base side of the mound by Ramos, and amazingly threw Lee out at the plate. And that's a called strike 2 to Wilmer Flores. Wilmer struck out in the 3rd. Patrick Bailey on deck. Into right field, getting down, base hit. Fraley. Wilmer will hold it first. The Giants get their leadoff man on base for the 2nd inning in a row.
And nice opposite field hitting. He set a high outside target, and Wilmer Flores just staying inside it. And we've seen him do this a lot this spring. But as John pointed out, leadoff hitter on, 2nd inning in a row.
Now Bailey, he struck out his first time. Base hit. Wilmer wasn't sure if it would get caught or not, but he's still going to go for 3rd. And Bailey's going for 2nd, and he makes it. Into the alleyway, got cut off, but it took a while to get to it. So the Giants have 2nd and 3rd with nobody out.
Not waiting around, getting up there, hitting the first thing he sees. So the bottom of the lineup continuing to make some noise here.
Tyler Fitzgerald hit a double down the left field line his first time. So there's Bailey. That's his 3rd double of the year. So the Giants trying to cut into that lead. 2 runners in scoring position. And Fitzgerald takes a sinker right in there for a called strike. Now Wilmer breaks for the plate. De La Cruz throws, and he's going to be out by 20 feet.
Well, one arm you don't want to challenge is Elly De La Cruz, who arguably has the best arm in baseball. I mean, it's a good one, and he just took his time to strike the wins.
Ball 1 down to Lamont Wade Jr. The Giants not able to get that hit with the runner in scoring position, or that was a spot where the infield backed up, where a ground ball, you would have thought the Reds were conceding it, but that ball is blistered foul deep down the right field line. 1-1 now to Wade. But it was hit hard. That ground ball by Fitzgerald. And Wilmer Flores breaking on contact with the infield back, and it wasn't close. One and one now to Wade, who's 0 for 2. And a called strike right on the outside. Wade hit one well his first time. It was caught right in front of the wall near the 391 marker in the first inning. Grounded out his next time. Back out of play.
So this is where, if you're Lamont Wade Jr., I mean, you could really pick up your teammates. With the infield back, I mean, that's not that bad of a play with one out. With nobody out, I question the choice of Wilmer Flores to break for home. But a hit here, a home run here, and it's all forgotten.
And they're having chances here these last 2 innings. They had Lee at third with a run home and nobody out. They couldn't get him home. Second and third, nobody out in this inning. Now first and second, one out. And the cutter for the strikeout.
Take a look at the high target, and they cut his hands. 88-mile-an-hour cutter, and Lamont Wade Jr. retired. So a frustrating at bat.
Six strikeouts for Martinez. 2 on, 2 out. And a high pop fly. De La Cruz out and Benson in. Benson. Man, the Giants come up totally empty.
Your Bay Area BMW Centers. 13 years ago today, Barry Zito pitched a 4-hit shutout at Coors Field to get the Giants their first victory of the season. He struck out 4 on 114 pitches. Didn't walk anybody. Giants won that game 7-0. It's the only shutout pitch by a Giant in Coors Field history.
Memorable game for sure. Gavin Lux leads off for the Reds and takes ball 1 on a curveball from Justin Verlander. 5-1. The Reds out front as we start the 6th inning. And a called strike. Verlander has had a couple of real quiet innings in a row. A 7-pitch 4th inning and a 6-pitch 5th inning. And including the last 2 hitters of the 3rd, he's retired 8 in a row. Lux got the 5th consecutive hit of the 3rd inning for the Reds. It knocked in the last 2 runs of that 5-run inning. Back to the screen. 2-2 the count. The Reds had those 5 straight hits, including 4 of them with runners in scoring position. So 4 straight guys came up with runners in scoring position, and all 4 of them got hits. Now it's 3-2 to Lux. Strand on deck. Benson due up 3rd. There's Strand. Strand, born in Walnut Creek, Bay Area product. Just a little bit low. Leadoff walk.
Well, the Giants return to Oracle Park April 21st and begin the homestands with a 4-game series against the Milwaukee Brewers. Go to sfgiants.com/tickets and get out here. We're having a ball.
The Crew, the True Blue Brew Crew. That's a strike on the inside with the slider. 0-1 to Strand, who has struck out and fouled out to 3rd. 5-1, the Giants trailing the Reds. 6th inning. That is down the left field line. Foul. Pitch number 75 thrown so far by Verlander. Will Benson, big left-handed hitter, is on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Giants open up at Yankee Stadium on Friday. Robbie Ray up against Marcus Stroman. That's a 4:05 Pacific time first pitch. Struck him out. He chased.
Ladder climb with a couple of fastballs. He couldn't lay out the second one. 8 strikeouts today. And to give you an idea of the stuff that Verlander's had, it's been good stuff. That's 8 strikeouts, and every one has been a swing and miss strike 3.
Benson has struck out twice. Lux diving safely back at first.
I mean, that's the thing about strikeouts. If you're getting a lot of called strike 3s, it could tell you that, hey, you had a big strike zone to work with that day. You're striking guys out with swing and miss. You got good stuff that day.
And there's 8 strikeout victims would definitely agree. And Benson, he's just not been able to make contact. 1-1 the count. Struck out swinging, which is one of 3 consecutive strikeouts for Verlander in the second inning. Struck out as the final out of the third. 1-2.
He is not picking up the spin on that slider. I mean, he's been swinging through that thing a lot.
He came up around the same time as did Ellie De La Cruz, and I think a lot of people thought, well, now he's going to be really good too, but he has struggled and he is down on strikes. 3 straight sliders, just as you're talking about it, Mike, and that's strikeout number 9.
You know as a pitcher if a guy's seeing you or not. And when you find a magic pitch that a guy can't react to and can't touch, you just keep throwing it. And that's what Verlander, in his 20th year, I mean, that's what the game has taught him.
Steer. Adames. The backhanded flip. Safe. The throw a little bit errant and heading to the bag. Fitzgerald never was able to step in the bag. Finally went for the tag. Well, I think he did get the bag there.
I think he got it with his toe, it looked like, but the Giants didn't see it. They're not going to question it. No, from that angle there, he did not. Fitzgerald broke hard to the right, but he had a problem getting back to the bag. And this is a critical juncture in this game right now, giving this Reds team another out.
So Fraley, who has walked and grounded out, high and foul and out of play. Strike 2. Lou Trevino is back up in the bullpen for the Giants. He got up early on during that 5-run third inning rally. Verlander, 83 pitches thrown, working here in the 6th. 2 on, 2 out. Just got a piece of that one. 0-2. Error. I guess the error was charged to Adames. No swing. Edwin Jimenez, the third base umpire, made the call. 1-2.
All right, let's take a look. He did not swing. Good call, Jimenez.
It was a foul out of play off the third base side. So Fraley hanging tough.
Verlander's A+ effort right here. This battle, trying to pick his defense up.
And an appeal again. No swing. 2-2 the count. And Fraley giving him a battle here. Couple of check swings here. After getting to 2 strikes. Lux, who runs well at second. Steer at first. The Reds already ahead 5-1. 3-2.
97-mile-an-hour velocity fastball. I mean, that's as high as he's been today, but he really reached back for that. A little bit of an overthrow.
That was his 21st pitch of the inning.
He's got a base open to play with.
Runners go, and it's a walk.
Not the end of the world, but it's going to get him out of the game.
The right-handed hitting Wins coming up, and Verlander now at 89 pitches thrown. And he had to throw an extra 8 after that error. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Engine light on, they can fix that. We'll be back.
Presented by Provident Credit Union. You can go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/AST or scan the QR code to check out Greg Martin of Sylvia Mendez Elementary School in Berkeley, as well as check out all the other finalists and vote for your all-star teacher. The grand prize winning teacher school will receive $30,000. So vote now.
The Reds lead the Giants 5-1. The bases are loaded. 2 down, and Austin Wins at the plate against Lou Trevino. Cutting off the outside. Ball 1. Wins accelerated that 5-run third inning rally with a single to left. Scored a run. He struck out his next time. Bases loaded. Lux at third. Steer at second. Fraley at first. 2 down. And in there, above the knees for a called strike.
Trevino, he can sink and cut the fastball. He's got a curveball, slider, and a changeup, and he will throw anything at any time.
He swing? No. 2-1. Jeremy Rahak, first base umpire. On the appeal, ruling no swing. So it's 2-1. And 3-1. And the bases are already loaded. The Giants, who are trying to stay alive in this game. And he walks in a run. Third walk of the inning. The Reds have not had a hit in this inning.
That one hurts. And now you get the top of the lineup flipping over. That's right. It'll make you scratch your head. I agree. You cannot defend against a walk.
Friedel. Change up too high.
Yeah, right now, Trevino's got to throw whatever he feels he can throw to get it across the plate and into that strike zone. Friedel's in the driver's seat.
On the outside for a strike. Friedel knocked in the first run of the game for the Reds with a long double into right field that hit up into the fourth archway out there. The foul ball, strike two. Reds have 6 runs for the game on 5 hits. They have a run with no hits in this inning. Ooh, just fouled. Really clobbered. 103 miles an hour. Foot or two foul. All the runners took off at the crack of the bat. They all have to return now. Steer back to third. Fraley to second. Wins back to first. Trevino will try it again. Not close to the strike zone that time.
Well, you hate easy takes, especially in a bases loaded situation with a 1-2 count.
Strike 3 called. But a gift run. The Reds lead now 6-1.
You come to the ballpark and the best play you see is not on the field. Sometimes it's in the stands. Just take a look at this young man going up there with the left-handed glove and snagging it and never dropping a bit of his beverage.
Is that the key? Is that the most impressive part?
And that is to me.
1-1 the count to Jung-Hoo Lee. Hit a triple, knocked in a run his last time. Facing Nick Martinez. Now the Reds, just in case Martinez runs into some trouble, they'll be ready. Their bullpen is busy. And that's a base hit. Third straight inning where the Giants leadoff man has reached.
Well, and being down 5 runs, this is critical because of where they are in the lineup. And for Jung-Hoo Lee to put some energy into that Giants dugout by getting a base hit to start it off. This is key. Now they have to capitalize. Third inning in a row that they have gotten that leadoff hitter on base.
At ball one to Matt Chapman, looking for his first hit of the series. Chapman was going so well, but the Reds have shut him down. And the changeup, 1-1.
It's like he's even backing more speed off of that changeup. Just think about Martinez. I mean, he has a nice feel of all his pitches. He can add and subtract.
And the sinker off the inside. 92 after that changeup that came in there at 78. Big differential. 2-1. Smashed. Foul down the left field line. 115 miles an hour off the bat.
That felt good.
So felt good for the hitter. The pitcher gets a strike. Everybody's excited about it.
Yeah, that's a zen pitch.
Struck him out with the slider. Seven strikeout for Martinez. Elliot Ramos is flied out to center and hit one back to the mound his last time. Did he swing? Yeah. Elliott went out of the strike zone on that one and then tried to keep that from happening, but it was too late. 1-1 the count. Taylor Rogers, a left-hander, is warming up in the Reds bullpen. You've got the left-handed hitting Yastrzemski on deck. There's the twin brother of the Giants, Tyler Rogers. That is over the outer third, and the count is 1-2. Giants have 5 hits in this game. Just the 1 run. So Ramos is down. 2 straight strikeouts after the lead single. Yaz has struck out and lined out to short. Ball 1. How about Ellie De La Cruz's game? Yaz hit a line drive that maybe Ellie De La Cruz is the only shortstop who's tall enough to have gone up to get it. A leaping catch. That's a base hit down the right field line. Digging for third is Lee. And he'll stop at third. A double for Yastrzemski.
Another great at bat for Yastrzemski. So once again, for the 3rd inning in a row, I mean, they've set the table. They need the money hit. Take a look at the compact swing for Yastrzemski. Taking that ball to the strong side of the field for him, right field.
So now 2 runners in scoring position, and the Giants' leading RBI producers so far this year. Wilmer Flores stands in to try and get him home. Man, right on the outside corner with a slider.
Been really good at taking out 0-1. He's been on top of hitters all day long. And that was a perfect pitch on the outside corner.
Wilmer has struck out and then hit a single his last time. In the dirt, blocked by Wins. Giants have not had a hit in this series yet with a runner in scoring position. 0 for 5 today. And these high leverage at bats. heading home, and Jung-Hoo Lee scores on the wild pitch. Yaz to third.
And right now they'll take him anywhere they can get him. Ball in the dirt, just kicks away from Wins, and a good read from Jung-Hoo Lee, anticipating that. That's what you have to do as a base runner at third. Get your secondary lead and anticipate the ball in the dirt.
6-2 Reds. Yaz, the runner at third. Punched high and foul off the right field line into the crowd. Jammed him. Patrick Bailey on deck. Wilmer still among the leaders, 5th in the league in RBIs in the National League. Now time taken, and we're going to get a mound visit here. Lee led off the inning with a single, and then with 2 down, Yaz doubled him to third. Now Lee has scored on the wild pitch. Yaz is at third. Wilmer Flores trying to knock him in. Base hit to right field. Just in front of Fraley. Wilmer comes through with 2 down. And now it's 6-3 Reds.
And that was therapeutic. Another opposite field approach from Wilmer Flores, who's used that side of the field a lot for money hits this year. But this is big. Martinez staying away, a little cutter out at the belt. I mean, if you try to pull this thing, you roll it over, it's a ground ball to shortstop, inning over. Here, stays inside it. Just take a little swing out, control your bat head.
Tito Francona going to the bullpen. 6-3. Taylor Rogers coming in when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Engine light on, they can fix that. And the look at the Cove on this brilliant Wednesday afternoon getaway day for the Giants. They've gotten a couple of runs home in the 6th inning. Taylor Rogers in to face Patrick Bailey, and he gets him to wail away at a sweeping breaking ball that ended up way off the inside. 0-1.
Off to a great start in a red uniform. This is a 5th appearance for Taylor Rogers, 34-year-old lefty.
Follows with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball taken off the inside. 1-1 the count. Bailey has only had 3 at-bats right-handed so far. 0 for 3. Look out. High and tight. 2-1. Tyler Fitzgerald on deck. Now Bailey could get aboard here. Tyler Fitzgerald would come up as the possible tying run. Wilmer Flores over there at first base. Strand on the bag with him. And back to the slider. This time he took it. It's just off the inside. 3-1.
That did not miss by much. Good take. Keep the line moving.
Big opening on the right side of the infield here. And right on the corner with a fastball. 3-2. Wilmer ready to take off now from first. There he goes. Right center field. Fraley on the run, going back, still going back. It's over his head into the 7th archway. Wilmer Flores will score. Bailey digging for third. The throw to third. Safe! And it's 6-4 Cincinnati.
I didn't think Bailey had a prayer once he rounded second base and the ball got in the hand of Elly De La Cruz. But what an at bat from Bailey to put it over the head of Fraley. And here's where he says, I'm going for it. And he gets a wide throw, so it's a triple, an RBI, and the tying run does indeed step into the batter's box.
Fitzgerald has doubled and hit into a fielder's choice. And he gets one. Breaks off, just off the inside. Bouncing it foul. Starting him with that breaking ball. So Bailey, a triple. His first right-handed hit of the year. It's a triple.
Perfect time to get it.
And the fastball right on the inside there. And quickly 0-2 the count. Bailey down the line from third. 3 runs have scored in the inning. Giants bullpen with Randy Rodriguez on the left, Spencer Bibbins on the right, both up. Now a mound visit. The umpire goes out. I guess this is one of those pitch comm device issues.
No, it's the greatest thing in the world to slow a game down. You want to give your bullpen time to get loose. Just say, hey, I can't hear anything. And who's going to debate it? You come in, get you another one. They do run out of battery, but I think in time, the players have figured out a way to kind of stall the game, especially when you're leaking oil and you need somebody in the bullpen to get heated up. Not that I'm making an accusation, mind you.
Well, the Reds have a right-hander warming up in their bullpen. Although Scott Barlow is the right-hander. But Taylor Rogers is only faced. This is his second hitter. He's going to have to face one more if the inning keeps going. 2 strikes the count. And down and in.
Excellent 0-2 pitch. That was not an easy take either for Fitzgerald, who's in the protect mode.
Fitzgerald hit really well against lefties in particular last year. Hey, base hit to right field. And now it's a 1-run game. Well done by Tyler Fitzgerald, behind in the count, going the other way.
And again, taking swing out. We've seen it with Wilmer Flores. Now we're seeing it with Fitzgerald. And taking the ball to right field as if that was the plan. Back control, put the ball in play. They stressed it all spring long, and it's what's got this Giants team back into this ball game.
So Derek Johnson, the pitching coach for the Reds, for manager Terry Francona, out. Patrick Bailey, that was to make him swing right-handed, which was the whole idea of bringing Taylor Rogers in, and he crossed up the Reds on that one. Not only getting a hit, he hit a triple. knocked in a run, and now he has scored a run. And the Giants now with Wade due up. It's going to be Casey Schmidt to bat as a pinch hitter. Schmidt has been very potent against lefties. A lot of power against lefties from him last year. Even one of the Giants' best looking hitters in the game just last night. A double and a single. Possible tying run at first. Fitzgerald. A mighty cut on that breaking ball. Big uppercut swing. Now Fitzgerald, he got lots of speed. Has 3 steals this year. He represents the possible tying run. And held a high strike, which we haven't seen many of those. Time taken by Schmidt.
Yeah, he's going to step out and have a little time to cool off. He's also letting Brett Miller, the plate umpire, know that he does not agree with that call. I mean, that's a big pitch. A lot different hitting 0-2 than it is 1-2 or 1-1.
And a foul. Went back up there again, but right out over the middle of the plate. And not quite as far up.
Well, Casey Schmidt, I mean, given the last pitch that was called a strike, he had to go up there and protect that 0-2 pitch.
4 runs have scored in the inning for the Giants. I mean, well, too high, and he took that one.
Those are good pitches. They're out of the strike zone. Taylor Rogers knows it, but once he got that second strike, it was like license to go back up there again and at least put an evil thought in the mind of the hitter.
Fitzgerald is back. Willie Adames on deck. Been no indication of Fitzgerald trying to take off here against Taylor Rogers. Shortstop De La Cruz. And a wide throw. Everybody's safe. Strand had to come off the bag. And they did not get Schmidt.
You didn't see this coming. He's got underneath the ball a little bit. Takes Encarnacion Strand off the bag to his right. And that's going to be the last pitch from Taylor Rogers. Terry Francona is taking him out.
So with the right-handed hitting, Adames coming up, 2 men on, 2 men out, and Barlow in for the bullpen. The Giants have scored 4 times in the inning. They came into this inning trailing 6-1. Now Scott Barlow trying to keep the Reds even just the 1 run ahead. You see his numbers for the year.
Barlow in his 7th year at the big league level. 32 years of age.
Willie Adames, the hitter, the possible tying run. Fitzgerald very fast at second. Ball 1, a slider up and in, called a ball.
Kind of backed up on him, and he's got a slider and a changeup that he throws along with 2 types of fastballs. Velocity's low to mid-90s. His slider's his best pitch.
Well, chased, and that foul tip got a piece of Austin Wynns. 1-1 the count. Adames 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The Reds are stacked up toward the third base side of the infield. Lux, the second baseman, almost up the middle. The shortstop, De La Cruz, is way over into the hole toward third. We'll see how they've lined up. And another slider. He chased it again. 1-2.
Adames turned around the middle of the plate umpire and said, "Was that a strike?" It was not.
2 on, 2 out. Speared over there. Now the throw, just in time. Espinal just got him. The Giants send 9 men to the plate. It's a 1-run game. Dwayne Kuiper will be back.
To you by Toyota. Through 6 full innings of play, Reds on top of the Giants 6-5. It has been an amazing game. Giants were down 5-0, scratched back with 1 in the 4th, and then answered with a 4 spot to crawl within 1. Verlander, Martinez, the starters, out, both of them in the 6th inning. Lots of strikeouts from Verlander today. Had some bad luck. And right now the Giants are going to give the ball to Randy Rodriguez when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Engine light on. Hey, we can fix that. And the first pitch from Rodriguez taken for a ball to Santiago Espinal. Rodriguez, 25 years old. 1 year in the big leagues. So with a score of 6-5, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Once again, my partner, Dwayne Kuiper.
All right, Mikey. Pretty interesting. Bottom of the 6th.
Well, they got right back in it, and they really got this crowd into the game. It took them a long time, this 3-game series, to get the fans excited.
There's a strike.
97-mile-an-hour paint in the outside corner. Rodriguez has got great stuff, and he's got good command. 2-seam fastballs, 4-seam fastballs, slider, go get him.
Verlander, Trevino, and now Rodriguez. Hit out to Yastrzemski. 1 out.
All right, time now for our pitching decisions presented by Sage. At the top of the fifth, Justin Verlander struck out Ellie De La Cruz on 3 pitches to end the inning. Starts it off with a 4-seam fastball. Bang, strike 1. Comes back with a changeup. Strike 2. Another changeup. Grab some pie and meat. Thanks for stopping by.
Here's De La Cruz, who takes a strike, and he kind of dinged Verlander in the third, where he hit just a high chopper off the glove of Lamont Wade at first. And it really was 3 hitters in a row that I don't, look, Verlander did everything he could right. Just infield hit, the ground ball by De La Cruz, and then another ground ball by Lux that went under the glove of Fitzgerald. So De La Cruz here with a 1-out single.
And he's going to be thinking about trying to steal.
Well, yeah, he can do that. He's got 2 on the year. So there's your challenge, Mr. Rodriguez and Mr. Bailey. Here's Lux. Well, the outfield is just giving Lux the lines on both sides. There's a strike.
It's a 1.11 unload time, very fast. And Bailey might be the fastest in all of baseball out of the squad. His pop time is always around 1.8 something.
One and 2. Got him. Throw to first. So Rodriguez gets the strikeout.
With the fastball at the knees, outside corner, the perfect pitch. And Patrick Bailey trying to get a strike him out, throw him out on a pickoff attempt.
Pulled on the ground, foul.
All right, there's our ball dude, Neil Cohen, down the third base line. For the first time he's really got any activity today. Harvey Posert over at third base today.
Chopper up the middle. That'll end the inning. Nice inning for Randy Rodriguez. 6-5 Reds. It's Carlos. Why wouldn't Carlos wonder if I would have used a torpedo bat? Why does it always have to be about Buster? Here's Jung Ho Lee.
What a great point, partner. That's just a great point.
Lee lines it to right. Will he go for two? Let's see. Yes, he is. Here's the throw, and he made it.
Unbelievable. That's 3 hits today for Jung Ho Lee, and that's the 4th inning in a row the Giants have been able to get that leadoff hitter on base. And watch how he does it. It's just a little lazy slider that hangs out over the middle of the plate. And he just drops the head on it, keeps it to the right side of the field. And with Fraley coming a long way, he realized, I got an opportunity here. And boy, did that pay off dividends.
All right, here's Chapman. Chapman lines it to right. And this is going to be caught by Fraley.
Well, that was dangerous. That was a good at bat. If you're Jung Ho Lee, you're thinking, man, I got a chance to score here. And about a third of the way into it, he realizes, I got to get back. Seventh double for Jung Ho Lee, which leads the major leagues.
Now, Terry Francona's seen enough. And with Elliot Ramos coming up, Francona is going to go to the bullpen. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change at Auto Service. Engine light on.
Thank you.
Oh, we can fix that. We'll be back. Five Reds here in the bottom of the 7th with Lee at second base. Tony Santillan is the new pitcher.
Take a look at what Santillan has done this year. He's been very good in 6 appearances with a 0.71 whip. So averaging less than 1 runner to get on base per inning.
And don't think for 1 second that Jung Ho Lee isn't thinking about stealing third. Lux is trying to keep him close. Hit high and deep into right center field. And now drifting back is Friedl. He'll make the catch.
I'll tell you what, that ball got close to going out of here.
So here's Mike Yastrzemski. Has us hit the ball hard the last 2 times up. And he takes high and wide at 96, and it's 1-0.
You're going to see high velocity fastballs like that 96. He can go higher. 96, 99 with a slider. See a lot of sliders. Change up occasionally.
Giants waste a leadoff double by Chung Ho Lee. Will go to the 8th.
Park on Saturday, April 26th. The Giants are going to honor Crawford's contributions to the club on and off the field. The first 15,000 fans receive a Brandon Crawford graphic T-shirt presented by Super Duper Burgers. Go to sfgiants.com/promotions.
Tyler Rogers to face Will Benson. One time for a change. Thanks, Speedy. Oil change and auto service. Engine light on. We can fix that. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The numbers for Tyler Rogers. He's been a workhorse once again. What's new? 7th appearance. 1-0 was a 0.00 ERA. Off to a great start.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Got him. That's 4 strikeouts today for Will Benson.
It's a rough day. And a late banana plane ride too. And this is right down the middle, and he just blew 82 right by him. That's amazing.
Spencer Steer with a foul. Foul back, a healthy rip. Oh, 2. Got him.
Blue 84 right by him. So how effective is the submarine release? Well, it's just so unusual, and you just don't see it. When you do, you just don't react to it. It's tough.
Fraley takes a strike. Takes a strike.
Now, right now, Rogers is putting on a clinic. There's Taylor Rogers on the left, his brother.
One and two. Got him. All he does is strike out the side, and he never threw a pitch higher than 84.
Blew him away.
Error for the Reds. 5 runs, 10 hits, and an error for the Giants. Wilmer Flores will stand in. Wilmer hits a high drive to left. Down the line. It is out of here. And this game is tied. Boy, did he smoke that one.
Looking for something to pull. We've seen him go to right. Well, he had a little greed in his approach in this particular at bat. And we got a brand new ball game.
So here's Bailey. Bailey swinging for it, and he pops it out of play. I'm not sure if that went over the Oracle sign in left field, but it was headed in that direction. Bailey with a swing and a miss, 0-2. Outside. Bailey up the middle. And it's Santillan who knocks it down and throws him out. And here's Fitzgerald.
Take a look at the 95-mile-an-hour fastball boring in on his hands. And the only way you get that location and do this is if you're sitting on the inside location.
Nope, it went right into that tunnel. Here's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has got a couple of hits and an RBI. This is Sky to right. Fraley all over it. And here's Schmidt. Think about Casey Schmidt. Is in this spot. He's not going to try to go to right field.
He is not. He's going to try and leave Earth.
He has got one of the better hero swings around.
He does.
And he gets underneath this one into center field. And that'll end the inning. Well, it happened fast. Home run, and then the next three were outs. But this one is bye-bye, baby. We go to the ninth. It's tied. Well, right after the game, stay tuned for Toyota Giants post-game live. It'll be Carlos, Sergio, and all the interviews, highlights, and more right after the game. Here's Ryan Walker, and he's pitching to Jacob Hurtubise. Hurtubise bounces this one, and Casey Schmidt gloves it in foul territory.
See what Ryan Walker has done in 5 games. A 1.80 ERA, 4 strikeouts against a walk.
Strike 1 and 2.
Nice tight little backdoor breaking ball. Walker, 29 years of age. 2 years in the big leagues.
Very high, 2 and 2. Well, one of the good things on the Wilmer home run, not just the Giants tied the game, but Justin Verlander didn't have to worry about it. Got him.
freezes him on a breaking ball.
Because I'll tell you what, take away that third inning with all the weird stuff that happened, he pitched pretty good.
Well, he's going to be surprised that he gave up as many runs as he did. As you see the breaking ball, strike 3. He did pitch well. He deserved better.
Here's Friedel, who takes a strike.
You know, he gave up a lot of ground balls that went against him. You give up ground balls, I mean, you're doing something right. Not to mention the 9 strikeouts, swinging the strike 3 strikeouts he had.
This is rolled to second. 2 down. Casey Smith's going to have to learn that you can't stretch too soon.
Yeah, I think he got out there a little quick with that left foot.
2 outs. Hey, I know. Look, I played 5 games there, and I felt like I was a fish out of water.
It's not easy.
In tight to Espinal.
There's not one easy position on the field.
I actually thought when I was holding a runner on that I was going to get picked off. And then I didn't have a glove.
Yeah, you got to borrow somebody's glove.
Greg Robinson's glove, which was a horrible glove.
Yeah, it was a horrible glove. I saw that glove.
2 balls, no strikes. Or is it in there to make it 2-1?
I mean, how do you have a first baseman glove that had a bad pocket? That was his glove.
It was loose. It's like, what? I got this one from Play It Again Sam's. Little pop-up. Ramos racing in. He's going to get there. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. And who do we have coming up? Adames, Lee, Chapman. It's 6-6. $5,186 watching this 6-6 game as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Ian Chabot is the new pitcher. And he'll be facing Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, and then Matt Chapman. So there's the numbers for Chabot.
Off to a slow start. He was the closer in Cincinnati when the Giants beat him.
Yeah, that was the opener.
Chabot, 31 years old. He's in his 4th year at the big league level.
So Adames, who rarely takes that first pitch fastball for a strike, does here. No swing, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Chabot, not going to impress you with a lot of velocity. Mid-90s, low to mids, but got a good cutter.
This pop-up could be playable. Who's it going to be? And Encarnacion Strand makes the play.
Nice play.
So here's Jung-Hoo Lee.
Got 3 legs of the cycle, a home run, and he's got a cycle and a walk-off.
Out of play to even the count. Line drive, left center field. It's gonna be caught in left field by Will Benson. What a play.
Well, we have seen some unbelievable defense from the Reds outfield in this series, and you can add this play to the list. I mean, the slice of the ball is coming back to Benson, which gives him a little bit of a break. But even at that, it was just a very nice play, and it had a great jump and a great route to go snag it.
So here's Chapman. Chapman bounces this one, and it's Lux who will make the play. And we're going to go extra innings. We'll head to the 10th. It's 6-6, and Eric Miller is the new pitcher. Remember, extra innings, we have that ghost runner, and it'll be Espinal. Those are the numbers for Miller this year. Already, he's been in 6 games. I mean, Giants have played in 11, and he's been in 6 of those 11. So Elly De La Cruz is going to lead things off with Espinal at second base. So we're going to have a pinch runner at second. It's Marte. And a pop-up out of play. So Marte is your pinch runner. And it's 0-1 to De La Cruz. Bounces this one foul, and it's 0-2. So good speed at second. Got him. Threw him a changeup. And here's Lux. Lux is 1 for 3. Check that. Lux is, 1 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a single. And a strike right in the outside corner, a breaking ball that's 0-1. Lux hits a high fly ball center field, starting to carry. Jung Ho Lee on the track. He makes the catch. Tagging is Marte. He'll go into third. But more importantly, that's out number 2.
Well, anything in the air right now is a little scary. Much scarier than we saw the previous 2 games.
So here's Encarnacion Strand. So here's Encarnacion Strand. Swing and a miss. Right above the strike zone, and it's 0-1. Wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pop up. Yastrzemski. Side retired. Giants are coming up. And the new pitcher is going to be Emilio Pagan, who picked up the save in the game last night.
Got a mid to high velocity fastball, mid to high 90s. Got a splitter and a cutter that he throws.
It's very rare, Mike, at least that I can recall, that when the Giants play these extra inning games and they get the ghost runner, that they actually get somebody fast as their ghost runner.
Well, they do today with Chapman.
Yes, they do. And Elliot Ramos is going to be the hitter. So here we go in the bottom of the 10th. And a little pop-up out to right field. Chapman's going to tag. There's the catch. Here's the throw. It's a good one, but it's cut off. And there's where it pays off.
Fraley was off line, and Elly De La Cruz cuts it off. So a productive out off the bat of Ramos, and that changes everything defensively. They're going to bring in the infield, and they're going to bring in the outfield as well.
So here's Mike Yastrzemski. High drive to right. It is out of here. And we are going home. What a way to end this homestand, and what a way to end this ball game.
And what a way to head into New York and start a weekend series and play the Yankees. You got to have some swagger going into that yard. And after 2 days of getting shut out, down 6-1 in this ball game, they come all the way back, and Yastrzemski on a first pitch yanks it out with a lot of class and puts it in the pond.
And for Mike Yastrzemski, his second of the year, and what a beauty. All right, 8-6 is your final. Toyota Giants postgame live starts right now.